We're back. Oh, that actually, the throat clear didn't do it justice.
Yeah, a pretty big voice crack right there for you.
Let me start from the top.
Yeah.
We're back.
Hi.
Hi. Today is Sunday, May 3rd. We're back for another week of Off the Rails. I'm Aisha Praught-Leer with Eric Jenkins. How are you? How was your week?
I'm doing great. I've had a great week. Spring is here. Beautiful stuff. Cannot wait to talk to you. How about you? How was your week?
My week was really nice. I was home the whole week.
Whole week, rare for you.
I know, week and weekend. It was wild. It was amazing.
So you just been you've been enjoying being home and not traveling for once?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I travel again next week, but it was lovely. We had a bit of Eugene, Oregon weather this week in Boulder, and then when we finally got our 75 and sunny back, it was like I felt like I was doing drugs. I was so happy.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm on a run streak per se, but I think I ran at least 5 days this week.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I'm walk jogging. Like, here's what's crazy is I am trying to get back in shape, but I'm actually doing it like a sensible person, which is not usually my style.
Let me just you brought up a great thing, which is something that I'd never really done until I retired, which is the walk jog. And
it's a beautiful thing.
I cannot say enough good things about it.
I mean, I still am not totally deprogrammed in the way that I think it doesn't count, but
you don't you don't count a walk jog.
Yeah, like I'm irritated with myself that I'm doing walk jog. Like I would rather just leave, like I would rather just have woken up and I was back in shape, but that's not how it works. And nope. I'm respecting the body. It's really crazy, but I'm still, I have to accept. I'm in the acceptance phase of the 7 stages of getting back in shape. I'm truly accepting where we are, and I'm working within those realms. I lifted weights twice, and okay. I'm doing my walk jogs.
You're basically back in full grind mode.
I'm in grind mode. Yeah. The walk jogs, I will say, I have a 9-year-old dog and he loves it. Like he's getting to the point where he used to run with us a lot. Especially when Will and I first, like when we each retired, he was like our training partner. Like he would run with us. He's a chocolate lab / something. He's like a chocolate lab with a Vishla body. He's a rescue and we still haven't done one of those DNA tests. So if you are like a doggy DNA aficionado and you have your favorite test, please DM me and tell me which one you used, because I'm like now to the point where he's getting old and I need to know what kind of dog he is. But now in his old age, what's 9 times 7?
Oh, wow. 63.
Wow. Okay. I was going to say 56, but that's not right. 9 times 7, 63. So he's old, right? Like he doesn't want to go for 6-mile runs anymore at 6:30 pace. Like he wants to go out with me and walk jog for 20, 30 minutes. He's so deep in his bag, and we're just 2 brown dogs just trotting around out there.
Two brown dogs getting the work in.
Mm-hmm.
Are your walk jog, is it all based off feel? Is it like a 3 minutes on, 1 minute off? Or are you just jogging when you feel like maybe the heart rate or the effort's a bit too high and you need to bring it back down to a little bit of a base level? What are we working with over here?
No, yeah. we're on vibes. We're on vibes. And I have this little neighborhood. I have a neighborhood loop that I do when I can just like hop out. And one day I did it as kind of like a tempo because Will came with me and he didn't really want to jog, he didn't really want to walk. So I ran it straight one day, and then I went out to Coot Lake this morning, and we've been on godparent duty this weekend with a child that we took out on a like stroller run, walk, jog. absolutely needed the jog in there, but got 4 miles in this morning. Who am
Huge.
I?
This is a pretty hard 180 from your rock bottom the last time we checked in with you last week. So I just want to say, very proud of you.
Thank you.
I am sure 5 days a week running, 2 days a week lifting. I don't want you to push it too hard too early, right?
Let me be clear.
Yeah.
I'm doing 20 minutes of walk jogging. So it's not crazy. And then my lifting, I haven't lifted in a while. So it's like probably 15 minutes straight of lifting, like that I do over a 20-minute period. Like there's not a lot happening, but it's a great start. And like I said, I'm being sensible. I'm not doing too much. I'm not out there killing myself. I'm getting in shape to get in shape is what's happening.
Yeah. I love that's the ideal way to do it. I don't want to take away the shine from you and your fitness journey, but I'm having a lot of my friends are like getting into running, right?
Oh, cute.
It literally is so cute. And I'm having so much fun. Like we ran a local 5K near me this weekend.
Oh, fun. Oh my goodness.
It was
Which
my first
one?
It's called the Seco Science Center 5K run for marine mammals.
For the cure.
For the cure.
Cute. Oh my God, I love that.
It's so cute. We did it for the whales.
For the mammals. The marine mammals.
And we're like, they're just starting to get into running, right? So it's like we're shooting for 28-minute type 5K efforts. We're training right now. Perfect, exactly. We've got a big 10K coming up in 6 weeks. I've got a lot of responsibility to whip these guys into shape. Shout out to it's the Market Square Day 10K. Anybody in the Seacoast, New Hampshire area knows this is a legit race, right? It's going to be very tough. Middle of June, morning, hot conditions, tough course, humid, cutthroat competition. So 10K training has started now for me too.
Wow.
It probably looks pretty similar to your. I don't think I have 5 days a week of running in me. But I think I have about 3 to 4. I like the every other day program right now.
I like that.
I think when I'm doing too many days in a row, I'm playing with fire.
Calf.
This calf likes to rest, mostly rest. And so this, this also was my first run. I had my fingers crossed, because my last run at the New Balance Indoor Marathon Relay couldn't have gone worse. Physically,
that calf was hanging on by a thread,
seized up. But I had a 28-minute 5K in the legs, and
nice.
And we're shooting for the moon come 10K time.
So, do you feel offended that you had this incredibly illustrious running career and your friends were like, we don't want to run, we don't want to get into running now, but like now somehow they want to get into running? Do you feel offended?
I don't actually feel offended. I actually think it's so much more fun. I wouldn't have really participated in it when I was training and competing. You wouldn't just go out for casual 5Ks and do things like that. So I can really appreciate it and have more fun with it now. And it is like you get out to the start line and you kind of get those feelings. You're like, okay, let's run hard, right? And I'm like, I want you guys running a lot. I kind of want to rip. Let's kind of get after it, guys. But no, it's so much fun. I think this is the right stage for it. But yeah, when I was actually training and competing, I couldn't have, no running. But it's also we're at different points in our lives, right? I think it's because when you're 20s, your health, you're still kind of skating by on the youthful genetics, athletic backgrounds, you're still, you're still young. Now you're when it's mid-30s, you go, I got to prioritize this health. So I think that's a lot what's going on right now for us.
It is now pretty unfair. Like, what can take me down?
Yeah.
It's minimal. It's minimal.
Oh,
I had, so on Friday, I've had, it's been nice to be home. I've had a bit of a stressful week. I decided that I'm a tech bro.
I mean, okay. How'd you jump right to this?
Well, I had this realization. So it's Friday evening, and we have this really great couple friend of ours that we do happy hour with when we're all in town. And we have it has to be like on the Google Calendar, like we're to that age where like they have kids, we're busy, they're traveling, we're traveling. It's like we had to put it on, like there's a Google invite that gets sent out between the couples of like, when are we doing this happy hour? And I'm like, guys, I think I can sneak out Friday 4:30 happy hour. We're gonna do it. We live really close by each other, whatever. We go, we have happy hour with them. I have like 1.5 margs. I'm like, I'm really feeling it. And then crisis strikes. And I had I had my work phone and my regular phone, and something happens. And I'm like, oh no, like now I'm a tech bro. Now I have to handle this. It's 7:00 on a Friday night. There's an art walk going on. It's first Friday. All these families are out. Everyone's having fun. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in the car on my 2 phones working like
that's no
idiot.
good, Aisha.
It's no good. So then I decided, I was sitting there like a little tipsy, and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm a tech bro. This sucks.
Yeah, that's I don't like hearing that.
Yeah, I'm like ashamed of myself.
How long were you in your car working?
Probably 30 minutes.
Too long.
Too long.
Now, you get in these scenarios, and is Will, your husband, is he like, honey, like stop? Is he very understanding, or is there a little bit of where he's is he a little mad at you at all?
I would say
'Cause you can be both.
I think he's like, he understands why.
Yes.
But I think it's like, yeah, it's like the trope of like, oh, working again. Like,
yeah.
Like that's why I'm saying I'm now a bro. Like this.
He's like, honey, we blocked this off in the Google Calendar. Okay.
Yeah.
You said you'd be here. Be here.
Yes.
Just be here.
Exactly. And he's like going around looking at all the art, like bumping into other couples we know. They're like, where's your spouse? Where is she? And he's like,
Lord only knows.
She's in the
Wish I knew. I don't.
She's in the car.
I just don't know where her head's at these days.
I know.
She's in the car doing God knows what on her phone. I'm just trying to look at the art.
Bad. I'm just trying to enjoy.
Really excited for this. I was really excited for this day, honestly. And then, sure enough, just like always, she's gone.
She ruins it.
That is.
Yeah. So that was a low light, but then from there we went to dinner, and I had another margarita, and then we Ubered home, and I had a horrible night's sleep because that's far too much alcohol. 2.5 margaritas.
2.5 margaritas is the number where sleep's done for you.
It's over. I didn't know it was so low. Like I thought maybe I could have 3, but no.
3 would be fine.
2.5. It was over, and 2.5 over like a 5-hour period.
What?
And I know. It was terrible. I barely slept. I was like tossing and turning all night. I wake up and I'm so grumpy, and then I have to make up for it with like a 10-hour sleep the next day.
That is 3 over 5 hours. You think I would have thought you could have bounced back. For me, it's like a real hit or miss. Sometimes I
Yeah,
can.
maybe
Sometimes,
that is. Yeah, maybe
it's
that's
like
it.
sometimes I can put down a decent amount, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I feel surprisingly good. And then sometimes it's this 2.5 margarita situation over 5 hours, and I'm like, I can't. I'm
I can't
shocked.
function. I'm feeling every
I'm like, I
minute of
used to
my
be an
age.
absolute tank.
I used to be a unit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really unfair.
And now I'm a tech bro working at when I was supposed to be on a nice couples date, looking at art, drinking margaritas.
Yeah. I'm a
But
geriatric tech bro.
but at least I'm getting fit again.
But at least I'm getting fit again.
It's not all it's not all bad. I'm getting
It's not
really
all bad.
fucking fit.
That's maybe doing a bit much there. Like
Yeah, but look, it's week 1, as you know. And every week 1 of a training block and a training build, you think to yourself, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I cannot believe where I'm at right now. And then before you know it, you're right back in the swing of things. Now I think who knows what that looks like for us now.
Right.
But I'm excited to see.
Yeah. Just turning into turbo thoughts. I remember those like the first week of October as a pro. That's like kind of when you'd start getting a little bit more serious with training again. Like usually that's when practice would start ish. First week of October, second week of October, something like that. And it would be absolute hell. Like if couldn't think of a more this gig is hell time than the first week back training as a pro.
It's like you take everyone does it a little differently, right? Some people take 2 weeks off, a month off, 2 weeks of easy jogging every other day, that kind of thing, and you are surprised when you start back up again. It's like I was basically championship season 2 weeks ago, but it does come back. It comes back quick. I think
it comes back.
But it's also right. The farther you get away from it, the harder it is to get it back. It really is.
Don't we know? It
really is a use it or lose it type situation. I remember like when I was pro and I would be like, on a morning jog, a little shakeout, thinking like, I can't believe there's never going to be a point in my life where I can't at least run like, a pretty fast mile. Like how would I ever how would I be in that situation? And now
100%.
Here I am in that situation.
Right? Yeah.
But it's like the farther you get away from that, the more foreign it is for your body. Like the more of a shock it is trying to get back to become the you're never going to be the athlete you were. And it's not like I have any aspirations to do it, but
I don't have those delusions.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's no part of me that wants to like log big mileage weeks or, even really hit a interval session on the track.
Right.
But I could but like mentally, because mentally that type of thing, it's too much of a mental get up for me to try and go to a track and think about doing workouts. You know what I mean? But I'd go on like the road and rip.
Yes. Here is like my perfect state as an adult lady, not a pro runner.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Will about this of like where I would like to get to again is like to where an hour run, I can do an hour run and be happy about it. I would like to be able to run like comfortably in the 7-minute mile like area.
Okay.
And that's pretty much about it. But I will say but like that's gonna take a while. But I do agree. Like I'm never like the adults that do track workouts, I'm like, hoo, like good on you. Like I literally could not fathom going down and like checking splits. Like I do like to go down to the track and stride the straights, jog the curves, but that's all you're gonna get out of me. But I could get down with like a fartlek on the roads. Like that sounds fun, but not like a 10 by 3 minutes on, 1 minute off, like on vibes.
Yes. Like
I'm going to pick it up here and I'm going to slow down. Like a true fartlek.
Very loose.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of structure. I rest as much as I need to. I run as long as I want to on the ons. I'm not looking at my watch. I'm not trying to hit a certain pace on the ons, that kind of thing. That's what you're thinking. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
That does sound that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I've got a lot of work to do to get there, but we're going to get there.
Okay. Be able to run for an hour and then comfortably run the sevens. Those are the top two goals come championship race season.
Come this summer.
Okay. I can't wait to check back in. And the next time I see you, we can help each other reach our goals. We can go for like a 45-minute run, dare I say, in the 7:59 range.
My God, could you imagine? Like, we're going to be stars at the group runs instead of the caboose.
Just hammering.
Just absolutely hammering people.
I cannot wait.
Okay, so there's some track stuff that happened, but just a lot happening in the world.
There's a lot going on, Aisha. There's a lot that we have to discuss.
Where should we start?
You tell me. What are you thinking? What's on your mind?
Okay, what's on my mind? Did you see the new Banksy statue?
I have not seen it.
Okay.
Where is it?
It's in London.
Okay.
Like
very Banksy.
Like central London. Now I don't really know is this Banksy's first statue? Like, is he 3D? Like, I just thought it was more like street art.
I do not know if this is the first time Banksy has gone 3D. I also knew he was a street art. Now, has Banksy's identity been revealed? Do we know that?
That's a great question. Has
Banksy's... I thought I saw something about, yes, he was named. But...
not officially confirmed, but he's widely believed to be Robin Gunningham, a British man born in Bristol.
Robin Gunningham.
That's Robin Gunningham. Some sources claiming he used the alias David Jones. And this happened, like this is like investigative reports as of 2026.
Do you have a picture of him? Is he hot?
No.
Fuck.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, Robin, obviously, I would prefer if Banksy's hot.
Robin Gunningham images. Interesting. He's a guy. He looks like just like a British guy.
Okay.
I wouldn't say hot, no.
Yeah.
In smash or pass, I'm probably gonna pass.
Yeah, but now that you know he's Banksy, it like would be if you might have to smash.
Yeah, you might have to. But I did. So here's the statue. Oh, that's a guy.
Is that
but
him?
you saw it. No,
I did.
that guy is good looking.
Yeah, he could get it.
That's not Banksy.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha,
so
loud and clear.
Yeah. So it was very cool. It like appeared in the middle of the night, or like wake up the next morning. This is a statue, traditional Banksy,
classic Banksy.
Yeah, I love mystique. I love it.
Who doesn't?
Like, there isn't enough mystique these days.
It's very hard to have the mystique these days. We're
That's
living
true.
in
There's
like
cameras
where there's
everywhere.
cameras everywhere. It's an unbelievable amount of technology and surveillance. And how do you pull off the Banksy mystique? How does he do it?
Here it is. So here's the statue. Do you see it?
I do.
It's like a guy being blinded by a flag, like stepping off a ledge.
Gotcha.
Very great sign of the times, very topical.
I mean, it's right on the nose.
Right.
Like there's not a lot of, oh, what could this mean?
Yeah.
Which Banksy's like, look, these people are absolutely brain dead now. I got to hit them over the head with this shit. You can't just let them try and figure out the message themselves.
No think pieces needed. Like we got it registered, but I like it.
Oh, I do like it. Yeah. Does Banksy, like, he must have like a team that
Yeah.
because like
right? This
this
is like a
has
heist.
to be
It's
exactly
like a reverse
you,
heist.
you have to get like I would assume like government approval to put up statues just in you can't just like put stuff up like that. Like if I went down to the city square right now and put up the same statue, it's getting pulled down, right? I got to email some city officials, things like that.
It depends. It depends on how good it is. Well, you're and maybe like your name needs to be like you got to be producing more art. Which, by the way, have you been making any art recently?
I'm like, I'm producing art. No. I have not been. I haven't been producing as much art, but that is a very good point. I probably should get back on it. But let's not enough about me and my art. Let's keep it on
Banksy.
on the Banksy art at hand.
God, I would love to do a heist, like or like a reverse heist. Like I would love to be on Banksy's team. Like he has a team. They go in and they do things. And you need the team. I'm so curious if he had permission.
Yeah. I mean, I remember we were at we did training camp in Park City one year, and Banksy had a piece on the side of a building in downtown Park City that was like
really.
I'm pretty sure. Now again, you know that I don't usually talk out of my ass, so I might fact check myself here, but I do think, and that was like a little tourist attraction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was a little fun little thing, but so he definitely got he's all over the place, but I haven't heard heard about Banksy. He's had a real pretty intense vacation period. He's just been in the lab cooking.
A vision quest.
He's been finding himself. He's been out in the desert doing ayahuasca, trying to figure out
3D.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting 3D.
Getting 3D. So he did not have official permission.
Okay. How do we know it's and does how do we even know, like, does Banksy tweet out something like, do you like my new latest piece or something? Like, how do we?
That's a really good question.
How do we know it's Banksy?
So apparently he did, his last installations were 2 black and white murals of children laying on their backs just before Christmas in 2025.
Okay. So not that long ago.
Yeah. How did we know? Yeah. Like, is there like a secret sign?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would assume that maybe Banksy has Banksy's got a PR team.
Banksy, it's ericjenkinspr.com.
Yeah, and
he posted it on his Instagram.
There we go.
That's why. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that makes sense. Exciting stuff.
How does Banksy get paid?
That's a really good question.
I'm like, how? Because you got to assume the guy's got, I would hope, a lot of cash. Right? You got to find a way to make money off this, right? It's simply too good.
Sale of authenticated prints.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Books. So he's selling posters.
Yeah.
He's selling replicas of this 3D statue, that kind of thing.
Yeah. We're gonna be like in Times Square next, and somebody rolls out a rug, and it's just like a bunch of mini Banksy statues.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's monetizing.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I just imagine like in the art world, there are benefactors. There has to be like
the art world
ways.
Is like talk about mystique, like the art world, the underground art world that we don't even really know about.
Did you read The Goldfinch?
I did, yeah.
Loved.
I did love. I kind of I had my qualms with it. I was very hyped, right? Like a super talk. Did it win the Pulitzer? Must have. Open a tab. This is like, do you know whenever I don't like, this is something that I'm like coming to grips with now. I don't want anybody telling me things like this book is unbelievable. The show is the best show you've ever seen. Like, don't tell me anything. Right now, I'm going in. I don't want to have expectations for anything. I want to be either, because once you set the bar high, it's almost impossible to reach it.
Right. But you're right. Pulitzer for fiction 2014, Andrew Carnegie Medal of Excellence for fiction in 2014. I think I got ahead of it. I think I just picked it up before the awards. But yeah, like you don't want a seed planted. You don't want to be the man covered by the flag walking off the ledge. You want to make your own opinions.
Good job. Way to tie that together. Great work. Couldn't agree more. I could not agree more.
Have you seen this Scientology speedrunning thing?
Scientology speedrun? No, again, I'm out of the loop. It appears.
Okay, do you know what speedrunning is? I just learned about this.
No, it's different from running. It's speedrunning.
It's like people. My understanding is like it's like a TikTok trend where people like run into a building and run around and then run out.
Just like, no, I don't know.
Like kids doing hijinks.
Yeah, this sounds like a classic
mischief.
Middle school, mischief type of thing.
Yeah.
So Scientologists are doing it, or they're doing it at the Scientology headquarters.
At the Scientology headquarters in LA, and they're getting really pissed off and have like removed the handles from the doors of the like Church of Scientology office, because now that it's popular, like people just keep going in there and running around and then running out.
Yeah.
Like, is it a Strava segment? Like, how do you know that you should do this?
If it's a Strava segment, I'm sure Tom Cruise has the record.
With the blades?
He is known for having like the best running form in Hollywood. And look,
that would be a job. That would be a job to like teach stars to not like Michael B. Jordan lost me in the Creed montage when he was out there heel striking. I was like, I went from midnight to 0 or midnight to 6. Like it was over for me.
You're like, I can't even get it up for him anymore. Bad form.
Horrible.
Yeah, that is rough. A lot, but that's so common.
It is.
But they do. Yeah. But Tom Cruise has got it down. And look, I know Scientology is really horrible, right? Okay. That being said, I love Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is one of my top guys. Love him.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know this about you.
I mean, I'm just a big Tom Cruise fan. And I know the Scientology stuff, not crazy about it, right?
What is the lady that's been missing forever? Shelly Miscavige, Shelly Miscavige or something.
The head of Scientology's wife.
Yeah. She's
it's like the head, like it's like a Peter Miscavige or Miscavige is like the head or whatever, and then his so his wife is missing, obviously dead.
Well, I just got into that like Leah Remini series many years back. Like I said, I enjoy. This isn't actually the most fun conspiracy, but I do enjoy a good whodunit. I do enjoy kind of a light conspiracy. Like I'm not on the dark web, but when I was training, especially, I would get really down the rabbit hole of these like
a Wikipedia rabbit hole of murdered. I mean, that's I wouldn't even call that a conspiracy. That's just an open case. That's
she's been a missing person since, or she hasn't been seen in public since like 2013 or something. And her husband is claiming just she went out for milk and never came home, and he's wondering, and he's begging people to bring her home. No, I think it's like they don't speak of her. But oh wait, no, her last seen in Last seen in public August 2007. Yeah, I gotta hop on this Reddit thread later.
Yeah,
The
that's
Unsolved Mysteries Reddit thread. Hoo hoo hoo. Yeah, love it. I gotta get to the bottom of this. Where's Shelley?
I mean, it's yeah, you can probably just chalk it up to he killed her.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
that's how these all go.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but you're a big Tom Cruise guy.
Anyway, yeah, I fucking love Tom Cruise.
Is it like the Mission Impossible Tom Cruise, or like what version of Tom Cruise really hooked you?
Let's see. Well, he saved movies during the pandemic with the new Top Gun. Couldn't have absolutely loved the new Top Gun. You see that in theaters?
No.
Yeah. It's sounding like you're not really a big Tom Cruise gal, which is fine, right? We all got our things.
Yeah, we all have our things.
Take them or leave it.
The Mission Impossible movies to me are just a bit long.
Yeah, no, I'm not even that crazy about the Mission Impossible movies either. Now you
can't think of any.
Now you want to talk
Risky
conspiracies,
Business.
Risky Business. You want to talk conspiracies? There's Eyes Wide Shut. That's got a whole. That's a. You could
haven't
have
seen
a whole.
it.
Yeah, no, you. It's a good one. Stanley Kubrick. What else? I mean, there's just so. I guess I don't. I'm like, there's just something about his vibe that I really like, which isn't good to say because like. Everyone's like, yeah, well, he's like maybe the
kind of a shithead.
number one leader in Scientology kind of stuff. And I go, yeah, but just, we're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that.
That's not what I'm talking about.
So I take it you're not going to go see Devil Wears Prada 2 in the theaters.
I could be talked into it.
That's
why would you say, why does me being a Tom Cruise guy correlate to I'm also I couldn't possibly be Meryl Streep and Hathaway guy.
Well, sometimes you just have this like hyper masculine thing going on, and I just don't know if you're gonna appreciate.
Oh, I've never got that. I've never heard the hyper mass. Like I'm like honestly, I kind of blushing right now. I'm like, thank you so much. I get called like the opposite.
Really?
I mean, not really, but like, but of course I'm down to see Devil Wears Prada, and also let's get this out in the book. There's nothing less like when somebody is insecure and they're like, oh, I would never do something like go see Devil Wears Prada 2 in theaters. Like that's gay. It's like, could you be more insecure?
Yeah.
With yourself than say stuff like that. Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah.
But I could picture you being like, yeah, I'll see it when it's streaming.
Oh, well, yeah, no. I mean, I most likely will see it when it's streaming. Yeah. But that's just the state of movies now where it's going to take a fantastic, like it's going to really take a movie like I'll go see the new Dune movie.
I was going to say Dune, yeah.
The Odyssey, I'll go see.
I still haven't seen. Oh, there's an Odyssey movie coming out?
There's a new
who's in it?
Christopher Nolan, Matt Damon.
Ooh.
But it's gonna take a big movie for me to see it in theaters, just because it's like, why am I gonna pay? Everything's getting more expensive. I'm already paying an arm and a leg for the streaming stuff.
We gotta save up for LA 28.
I'm paying $1,500 for a ticket if Chris and Mac don't hook it up, so I can't really afford Devil Wears Prada 2 right now in theaters.
It's not in the budget.
It's just fiscally irresponsible for me right now. Don't even think about getting a snack. I'm starving at the movie.
Okay, speaking of fiscally irresponsible, did you see that Sydney Sweeney is like Instagram official with Scooter Braun?
I did know that. I know this has been kind of out for a while now, hasn't it? Or did they just did a hard launch?
I think hard launch just happened, but I didn't know anything about this.
Now how do we feel about like what's the temperature check with Scooter Braun? Because
Well,
I
I
mean,
think
last time
everyone
I checked, he was
hates
kind of
Scooter
public enemy.
Braun.
Yes,
Yeah.
after what he's done to Taylor Swift, Justin
Biebs.
Bieber, of course, and now he's locked down Sydney Sweeney, like
Yeah.
the most famous jugs on the planet right
Yeah.
now.
Honkin' Gazoongas. Yeah.
She lets those puppies breathe. And people
I
love
mean,
her for it.
Yeah. Flaunt them if you got them.
100. Oh no, you're no complaints from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it just seems like, I mean, can he be that? Like, what about Scooter Braun is worth the public mudslinging? Like, you are aligning yourself with public enemy number one. Like, what does Scooter Braun have that someone else doesn't?
Well, but also keep in mind, Sydney Sweeney's no stranger to mudslinging at this point, and
Sure,
is
yeah.
not
Is this like the good
necessarily.
genes thing?
I mean, the good genes thing really. The good genes thing, I think, is probably. I mean, absolutely, is like the top of my mind when you're thinking about. But then I don't know. It just I think she gets a lot. People are mad at her. So I don't know if necessarily like her dating Scooter Braun, she's like, whatever.
Yeah, she's like, everybody hates me anyway.
Yeah, she's
I'm just
like,
gonna turn the screw.
People hate me, but they are obsessed with my jugs, so it's all good, and I'll figure this out as we go. But I mean, I like Scooter Braun is he's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of influence. He's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of money. Maybe he's got a huge ass dick, big wallet, decently good looking, maybe charismatic, funny. I don't know.
But there's plenty of those out there in the world. Why choose this one?
That's a great question, right? And these are questions I don't necessarily have the answers to.
Right, but wouldn't Eric Jenkins PR wouldn't her? Well, maybe this is a PR thing. I mean, we're talking about her, but like,
absolutely.
wouldn't your person be like, I don't know, girl, like maybe somebody else, anybody else in Hollywood?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what I don't really know Hollywood. Shocker. But that doesn't stop me from talking about it. You could maybe say this is like helping her career. Like Scooter Braun he's got a lot of connections. What's even his official like title? Is he just like a manager?
Guy. Let's see. Scooter Braun job. Do you think he has a LinkedIn?
If he does,
he does not have a LinkedIn. I'm sure. Scooter Braun job. He's an entertainment exec and entrepreneur. He retired from artist management in 2024.
Did he buy Taylor Swift's whole catalog? Or is that just something, or am I just making stuff up? Did he buy Bieber's whole catalog?
So he bought his company bought her catalog in,
and that's why she re-recorded it. That's why she re-recorded everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently he sold his management company for $1 billion in 2021.
Okay, so but when you ask what does Sydney Sweeney see in him, and you go, well, he sold that for $1 billion, you go, and there we go. Right?
But she's got plenty of money herself. Oh wait.
Oh, I know. I know, but yeah.
He does have LinkedIn. Typically, like if you're like really famous, you wouldn't have LinkedIn. This is weird. Did someone make this for him? This is like a catfish, Scooter Braun. This has to be a catfish. Anyway,
happy for him.
Yeah, I will say celebrity couple that I'm all about right now: Harry Styles, Zoe Kravitz.
Oh yeah, they're engaged.
I think so. What's that age gap?
let's guess. I'm gonna guess.
Let's guess.
I am going to guess 10 years. No.
Okay. Get your
I'm gonna
guess
guess,
out there.
I'm gonna guess 11 years.
Okay, 5 years.
Way off.
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought she was like obviously she looks fantastic, but I just thought maybe I thought she was older and Harry was also younger.
Yeah, she's 37, he's 32.
Harry Styles, yeah, because I was going to guess he was like 27, 28. Harry Styles, sub 3-hour marathoner, right?
She likes him fast.
She's got the speed goggles.
She's got speed goggles for Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
She's a jersey chaser. She likes him fast. What he ran like, what was it, 250? Like, it was shockingly fast.
Yeah, didn't he run that in Berlin? Harry Styles marathon time. Oh, 2:59:13.
Oh, he just
Mm-hmm.
he would have been out leaning Chris Chavez at the line for that sub 3.
That sub 3.
Yeah.
But it was a big PB because in March of 2025 he ran 3:24:07 at the Tokyo Marathon, and then in Berlin of the same year, so March to September, he improved to 2:59:13.
Is he getting drug tested, for Christ's sake?
Exactly. We gotta
These
get this guy.
jumps.
These are big jumps. We need that athlete biological passport. Let me see that longitudinal blood study, Harry Styles.
Have you seen any of like the little bit of Instagram social media beef on the ultra scene?
Yeah, I did see this.
Yeah. Pretty fun. I love a little drama.
Yeah.
Now it's Sage Canaday, right? Got some issues with Cameron Haynes, right? Bow hunter, ultra guy, endurance dude. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't necessarily know all of what he's upset about, but I think it sounds like mostly he's upset that guys like Cam Haynes who are doing stuff that would get you banned from USADA and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That they're doing races like Cocodona, because Cocodona is going on right now this weekend.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're a big trail ultra guy.
I'm a trail guy, right? And Cam Haynes is doing, but I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, I get where athletes like Sage are coming from, but I also, truthfully, understand the other side. Like, if like this, Cam Haynes is like a 60-year-old man, and it's not like he's going out and winning. It'd be one thing if you go out, you win, you're taking prize money. Obviously, you can't do that. You go win an age group or set like age group world records. You can't do that.
Right.
Like, you're not gonna like get ratified world records for age groups, like, and doing those kind of things. But I don't see. It's one. And again, if you're taking a place from somebody, an athlete, I'm doing Cocodona, and somebody else could be doing it, but I'm doing it, and I'm also taking testosterone and other peptides. Yeah, that's an issue. But if you're not doing any, if that's not the case, I really don't see the big problem. Now, I think another part of the issue is a lot of these people are taking drugs and then kind of pushing this work harder, like lifestyle brand.
Right.
Wow, you're getting the help that somebody who's shouldn't be doing that, right? You're not on all these different things. You can't be. So you're like selling this image, right?
Right.
And I think that's also tied into it. And I understand, but it was an interesting little back and forth I was looking at on I think it was Cam Haynes, one of his Instagram, but it was fun little beef.
It's fun little beef. Yeah, it's interesting. I've been thinking about this a lot. I've been conflicted of because everybody that listens to this has listened to this pod more than once knows how vehemently anti-doping I am. But I think there's a huge difference between participation and elite competition. Like
100%.
I just, it's, if it is a job for you, if you are an elite competitor and you're in the elite wave and you're competing for prize money and accolades, like I think that's just a totally different game than participation. And I am like, when it comes to participation, I'm way more inclusive. Like I believe everybody should be able to participate. Like I believe that there should be like fair and complete rules for elite competition, but that's its own separate thing than participation. The only thing, like the only part of this argument that I probably side with is like, yeah, like it just is a little lame if you're preaching this lifestyle of like, shut up, work harder, but you are taking exogenous things to do so. It's like,
Yeah, I agree.
well, you could work harder and you could just eat food and take a nap and hydrate and like go to bed on time. Like if you really want to be a big dick swinger, like do it like actual pros do, and like feel how much it sucks. Like if you really want to grind, I'll show you a grind, and it's hard, and there's nobody that's going to be there to help you. Like you hit some times where it's like you go to a very dark place, and it's like only you and your body and like some white rice and steak that is going to help you get out of whatever you just did to your body. So I'm like, you can miss me with the keep hammering thing. Like if you're doing a bunch of performance enhancing drugs, like, yeah, I love the mentality. I love the lifestyle. Like we talked about it. Like I'm like my coworkers that are doping with Adderall. I'm like, you guys are losers. Like just hydrate and like eat some blueberries. Like I just think it's more impressive if you're doing things, like without the whatever. But like I'm also not like, if you want to like do your stuff and like take your whatever's your peptides, your whatever things that you do, and like you're like trying to optimize, like that's like a different conversation. I believe that like if you're doing that and you want to participate in like a local race, like great, I'm very happy for you. But it's just like the narrative. The only thing that irks me is the narrative, that like you're tougher than everybody else, but you're not doing it raw.
Yeah. And I think in my opinion, like one of the big problems, and I don't necessarily, I think Cam Hanes thing was like pretty open about what he was doing.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times mostly all the time, it's not like that. They're all like claiming
right. That's what bothers me.
That nothing's going on when it's kind of right in front of your face.
Right.
And I think that's where people get into trouble, in the sense, this is the Eric PR coming out, but I'm like, if you were honest and open from the start, and being like, look, this is what I do. And you get into this and it's kind of confusing and murky in the sense where it's like, if you've got these big followings, and if you put it out there and say like, this is what I do, you can say, this is what I do, and you should not just do this because I'm doing it. But it's important to me, then like I feel like it's necessary to be transparent and forthcoming with all the stuff I'm doing. So like, but again, like, you could say that and then people are still going to do it, right? Yeah, because you're doing it. And
but to me that's better. Like it is so much better to be forthcoming than to be like, oh, I'm doing this off green juice. Like that's that's not cool. But yeah, I mean, like I don't follow like the campaigns on the daily to know that he's like being very forthcoming about what he's taking. But like, if that is the case, then it's like, okay, great. Like you're participating in a race, you say what you do. Okay. Like if it's like part of like who you are and your brand is like, oh yeah, like I'm doing all this stuff to like Like, what's that guy that's like the longevity guy that like looks really crazy?
Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's like your shtick, like you're doing like all of the stuff and like that's like part of your like quote unquote brand, like, all right, cool. Like you do you, boo boo. Like, sure, go run the turkey trot, go run the Seacoast, New Hampshire 10K and get your ass kicked by Eric Jenkins and the boys.
I can't deal with Cam Hanes and Brian Johnson at the Market Square Day 10K. I'm gonna have to double my dosage for sure.
But yeah, like how lame would it be if like you're just out there, Eric Jenkins, enjoying your local 10K race and someone's like, you can't be here. Like, I just think that's stupid.
Oh, if somebody said that to me,
yeah,
I'd have a real issue with it.
Yeah.
Especially because it's like, I'm not doing similar things to those guys.
Right.
So it's like
you have your own protocol going on.
Exactly. Look, so if they're like, no, you shouldn't be doing the Seco Science Center 5K because you're on a bit of a regimen, I'd be like, I'm not taking any prize. I'm not taking any prize. I'm going for sub 30.
I'm
participating.
Out.
I'm hanging out.
Participating. I'm participating. Yeah. I am not. This is not my livelihood. This is not an elite competition. I'm just a guy. And I think that there should be space for like people that are just people doing their thing and enjoying and participating in running. Like we don't like, if you're not an elite competitor, like why are you being so exclusive? Like it should be an inclusive environment.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. But yeah, I'm with Aisha, I'm with you on this one.
But can you believe that we're in violent agreement here?
We're in violent agreement.
Okay, what happened on the track? We had world relays in Botswana.
We had world relays. We had the road. We had Peyton Jordan. We had the US 5K road championships. I do think I'm like Mary Kane came out with a book.
Oh, yep.
That's huge. That's a lot of people are talking about that. That's we got to touch on that.
Abby Steiner.
That's
Steiner speed.
That's a very interesting one.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
Let's start with world relays.
Okay.
So world relays is, I'm going to take a stab at, Gaborone, Botswana. I believe that's correct.
Okay.
World Relays is happening right now. Fun competition. I will take umbrage that there's not a DMR at World Relays. I think this is where distance runners and mid distance runners, I think, get a little bit like screwed in medal count because there's not a distance relay at any of these championships. Give us the DMR. We need the DMR.
And I always loved watching, like when the DMR was at World Relays.
It was great.
It was fun. It was very, very fun. Yeah, great, really entertaining event.
So they did the 4x1. They did the mixed 4x1, which is exciting to see. Let's see, mixed 4x1 relay. Jamaica wins. There's the mixed 4x4. US wins. Jamaica silver. Great Britain bronze. Like Jamaica actually brought some really good athletes, some big dogs, which is fun to see. I did want to call out that Norway won the women's 4x4.
Are you, no, there's no way.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like everything looks like all of the other relays are, it's like, yeah, Jamaica, US, Great Britain, Canada, like kind of, South Africa in the men's 4x1, they were silver to the US. It's like the usual suspects. Botswana wins the men's 4x4. Norway wins the women's 4x4. I like so behind on Norwegian 400 runners?
I mean, I don't I don't think so. Right? But
like, am I wrong to be surprised by this?
I mean, that's a huge upset. What kind of teams are we sending over there? Do we have the big names?
No.
Look, we obviously didn't have the big names if we're getting beat by Norway in the 4x4 on the women's side. That's goes without saying, okay?
Yeah,
so,
no Sydney.
No, yeah, it's like you don't have a lot. We would have to go way down the depth charts, I would be assuming, to be not pulling out, to be losing to Norway.
They weren't on the podium. Norway, Spain, Canada in the 4x4.
Christ.
Speaking of, what do you think about Allyson Felix coming back?
Oh, I was actually shocked to see it. She's got her work cut out for her, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, but maybe not if Norway's winning the 4x4.
Well, yeah, okay, great point. We could have absolutely used her out there at World Relays. You give her the stick with Norway ahead of you, she's running them down, obviously.
It's over. Yeah.
It's really fun. I mean, of course I like it. It's a name like Allyson Felix, one of the all-time greatest, Olympic athletes, to say she's coming out, and her goal was to make one of the relay. Was it to make one of the relay teams?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get in the relay pool.
I don't know how realistic of a goal it is.
Because you have to. First of all, you need to make the trials.
Yeah.
Which is not easy.
Nope.
Second of all, you pretty much need to make the final at the trials for everybody to not get totally pissed off if you get selected for the relay pool.
I mean, I would be pissed. I would kind of be upset if she got selected without making that final.
Yeah.
Because it's like, look, the other competitors are like, yeah, I know she's Allyson Felix, and if you're the broadcast team, you'd love to have her out there on TV for the LA 2028, TV, for all that type of stuff, because she's the name. But look, I've been working my whole life for this, and I want it just as bad, and I earned it.
Right.
I wonder if if it wasn't in LA, there would be no, she's not doing this. I'm assuming that there's a lot of people that were like, came to her and were like, what do you think? Please. Like, you got a little bit of time right now. How cool would it be to make the relay team and to have an Olympics on, American soil? What if you just start going to the track and doing some strides, see how you feel?
Stride the straights, jog the curves, baby girl. See how it feels.
We've been listening to the Off the Rails podcast. They give really sound training advice. Walk, jog for a bit. Go for a vibes fartlek. See how it feels. Don't listen to what Eric's doing for dosages. And we really cannot afford you to get mixed up in that stuff right now. But how old is Allyson Felix right now?
I think she's 40.
40. In sprinting years, she's 85.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, there's a reason why it's sprinting especially is a young person's game. But I absolutely love to see it.
Except for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price.
Except for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, who also, did she make a kind of post on Instagram about, she saw Allyson Felix and goes, fuck that.
I'm back. People are serving me the mystique that I have needed. I just said at the top of the show, I'm missing out on the mystique. Give me, like, you remember when we were like teens and people would have like the statuses, that would
like on AIM?
Yes. Yeah. And they'd be like so moody. Like, give me, like, bring back that. Like, give me these like emo, like mysterious captions. And I gotta go search back 3 years of your Instagram grid and like figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, this is what I need. And I love it.
Like, Shelly-Ann and Allyson Felix were retired, and then they're just thinking, I am so bored.
Yeah.
I got to, what the hell do I do?
Yeah.
I got to start training again.
They're
I
like,
loved it. Look, I love to see it. And can you imagine the storyline would be unbelievable if Allyson Felix is able to pull it off. It'd be unbelievable, wild to see. So I'm all here for it. Loved it. It's a fun new addition, and I would assume she's going to race a decent amount before if she's 100% serious about this.
Yeah.
You should be getting in outdoor races this season, right? You
Right.
should be getting it. Do cross country for all. Like, you got to start just getting races under the belt.
She's like on the USC cross country team.
Yeah, go do cross for just get the feeling back. But I think it's an awesome thing.
Me too. So we've got the men's. I'm looking at the men's 5K results. Speaking of other people,
is this for the road race?
The US Road 5K Championships. I was just thinking about like other athletes that we love to celebrate on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Big one for Drew Hunter.
Shout out Drew Hunter, friend of the pod. Blasted in the face with the confetti cannon at the finish.
Right. I was going to ask you, like, did you see how hard they got blasted?
I mean, it was like a direct headshot. You think there would have been some sort of walkthrough where you aim the cannon directly into the sky? Because it's actually, I do like the confetti cannon. It's kind of a fun thing to have, but you can't be like Drew Hunter just came through the line, potentially PTSD from the confetti cannon at the US Road Race 5K. The person who fired that thing off must have been like, oh my God. Oh fuck.
It's like a retired sniper, and he's like, oh shit, too close. That was a headshot. Like, instincts. I shouldn't have done it. Yeah.
Aimed right between the eyes.
It was crazy. Like, I want to ask Drew about it. Like, was how much of it got in your mouth? Like, my heart
easy, Aisha. Now it's you got blasted in the face. How much did you swallow? Do your eyes sting? Do you have feelings for this man now? But that was because the top two. It was Drew, then
Dylan Jacobs.
Was it Dylan Jacobs for second?
Cooper Tier for third.
Cooper Tier for third, but top two is the World Road Racing Championships, right?
Yep. Yeah, and the field is good.
It's a great field. I mean, like those top three guys right there, that's a tough, you got to beat out Cooper Tier to make that team. That's very hard.
Mm-hmm.
I really love because it used to be track seasons on the biggest, you're doing track, right? It's like, you're not usually messing around. You would do a road race here and there, right? But it's like a pre-season type of,
you do Carlsbad before you hit the track. That
kind of thing. But I like when this new, I don't know if it's going to continue happening, but like a bit of an emphasis on road stuff. I mean, anytime you can represent, your country at a Worlds, whether it's, the World Relays or the World Road Racing Championships, it's a huge opportunity. I just hope that it just provides more like road race, or more racing in general. In different ways, which is fun to see.
And what a fun, I mean, we talked about this with the half marathon champs, but so they've got the half marathon, the 5K, and the road mile at World Road Running Championships. They're in Copenhagen. Great city.
I've never been. I've heard fantastic things.
I would move there tomorrow.
You've been pretty recently, haven't you?
Yeah, I raced there in 2020.
Oh, I thought you went there for work. I thought you went there for work. I was gonna say a month ago. No,
that would be cool.
Well, didn't you go? Didn't you went to Europe for? Didn't you go to Europe
Whenever
for
I go
work?
to Europe, I go for World Athletics for
Okay.
meetings. Yeah, I went to Frankfurt last summer for World Athletics.
Okay.
Not Copenhagen.
And
on the
okay,
women's
move
side,
to Copenhagen.
Yeah, we're moving to Copenhagen. We're taking this pod on the road to Copenhagen. Yeah, maybe our overlords would let us cover world roads.
I'm sure we could sweet talk. I mean, I don't want to say that, like, just give us the go ahead green light, but I have a feeling we can figure it out.
We'll figure it out. On the women's side, Krista Schweitzer, Emma Grace Hurley, Gracie Hyde, Courtney Frerichs for fourth. Love to see that. She's making her way back from her ACL surgery, but
wow, Courtney, that's a big. And I was gonna say, kind of a big win for Carissa.
Yeah,
this
Emma
is somebody
Grace Hurley's on fire.
Yeah, and Carissa's somebody who is always, someone with threat to make the team, win, U.S. championships, and when she's at her fittest, and when she's racing well and sharp, and you haven't really seen that as of too recently. But this is the kind of race where any race like you win is just such a confidence. It's so hard to win races.
It's so hard to win races.
You can have like a really successful pro career and not win races often.
Yomif Kajelka, like he's the perfect guy.
Never won a race.
Marathon.
Never won a marathon.
Never run slower than 2 hours for a marathon.
And never won one either. It's a absolutely, yeah. That just now the U.S. Road Championships is slightly different than the first sub 2 hour marathon in history. But like, I do totally get what it's totally. It's just it's really tough to win races as a pro, and for an athlete like Carissa, what a good like momentum builder at a perfect time of the year. Like track season's just starting.
And she's been racing a lot on the roads, and maybe she won. Did she win the Shamrock Shuffle? I'm not sure. She's been racing a lot on the roads, but not necessarily coming away with the win.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see the progress she's made over the last few weeks. So forgive me, did Emma Grace Hurley qualify for both the half now and the 5K?
Was she so she was in the lead car mishap?
I think so.
Well then yes. Right? Because aren't they letting all the lead car people in the into that world champs situation? I think so.
Yeah,
that'd be huge. That's pretty impressive range.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I was like needing to triple check that it was Jess McLean, said it right this time. Mm-hmm. Emma Grace Hurley and Edna Kurgat, who were led astray by the lead car. So yeah, that is incredible range.
That's is she able to, what's the schedule like? Is she able to do both?
I'm sure you would not double. That's too much.
But it's like, look, you earned it. Go out there and do it.
Yeah, race the 5K, jog the half.
Good for Courtney Frerichs.
Yeah, really love to see this.
That's a lot of perseverance on the roads. To be able to stick in there after someone who's like really reached the pinnacle of sport and like she's won medals at. Is she multiple medalist?
Multiple world championships. Yeah.
And is it world? And has she got an Olympic medal or is it just worlds?
Did she medal in Tokyo?
I think it's just worlds, maybe. But
yeah, I think it's why am I should know this off the top of my head. Well, it was the famous London 2017
was silver, right?
Silver.
Yeah. And now whatever while you're pulling up tabs, it's to get that high, to get a world medal, and then she's been just so hurt.
No, you're right. Yeah, I forgot. She was London silver, Tokyo silver. I don't know
Wow.
how I could have possibly forgotten about the silver in Tokyo, but for whatever reason, I was thinking it was a Budapest World Championships.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that's incredible. And then tears her ACL, gets
Mhm.
knee surgery, really long comeback. I mean, it's been now a few years, and to see that incremental progress and to stay in it when you're not necessarily the youngest kid on the block, it's real perseverance.
Who's she being coached? She's not. Is she? She's not still with Jerry.
No,
No.
no, I think she's in Utah.
Oh, she is. Okay, that sounds right.
Yeah. I think she's coached by, maybe she's coached by Ed Eyestone.
That would
I'm pretty
be.
sure.
She would go Ed Eyestone over Diljit.
I know she's not coached by Diljit.
But she's still Nike, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Utah's the place to go. It's like they've got
It's hot right now.
They've got a lot of fantastic runners. It's a great spot to train. People love it out there. I always enjoyed training out there. Let's see. Let's talk. I think we go. Should we go Abby Steiner and then Mary Kane? Do you want to go Mary Kane then Abby Steiner?
Either way, I haven't. You've read the Mary Kane book. I haven't.
I have. I mean, I have listened to it. I was listening to it on audiobook. It's. I mean, we got to talk about it. It's like it's one of the biggest topics out right now.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, pause because topical. I'm gonna hit play on this. I just want this listener to get her flowers for bringing it up.
Okay.
Hi, this is Maura from Buffalo, New York. I am calling to ask you guys if you have read This Is Not About Running by Mary Kane. I am reading the book right now, and I am just blown away by the emotions and experience of a teenage girl going through these experiences. And this is just from an outsider's perspective of someone who ran in high school and college but was very mediocre. And I just really appreciate her vulnerability, but I just really can't imagine being basically a child going through the experiences that she went through. And I just am wondering if you guys have anything to add to the commentary on her book. Not controversial or otherwise, but just curious. And I love your show. Long-time listener, but first-time caller. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Yeah.
So you've been listening.
I listened to it. It's a big topic, right? It's heart goes out to her. It's horrible, right? It's really sad, really messed up. She should have never been put through all that, and it's incredible. There's a lot to say. It's really sad. I want to set the scene a bit because it's like Mary Kane. When Mary Kane was coming up, she was the biggest star. I feel like there aren't Mary Kanes right now, you know? Like she was like the biggest name in not just like distance running, right? Like track and field.
She was huge.
She was huge. And to see, she was sick. I believe she was 16 or 17 when she moved across the country and joined the Oregon Project. And it's a real it's a horrible, tragic story after that for Mary. And it's so many people that she trusted and thought was having her back let her down at every turn, right? And I think that's the biggest, that's the sad, there's so much that's sad about it. But Mary Kane, so much of it, the book is about just the mental warfare that she was put through by Alberto. And look, I was part of the group for those who didn't know or don't know. I I joined.
Did you overlap?
I didn't. I think technically I did overlap in that. I think she had moved from Portland back to New York when I joined, but I think was still technically part of the group. So I think I technically did overlap with her, but
But you weren't at any camps or anything.
At the same time, not really. And a lot of what she's talking about, I never experienced to the degree that Mary did, right? Like I wasn't a priority at any point for the group, and Mary was like the golden girl, and got all the she was the top priority. And yeah, it's really just this manipulation of Alberto, I think mostly, and I think Mary would, she's talked a lot about Darren Treasure. I had some big issues with the guy as well, but
really,
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, this is a guy who was posing as a sports psychologist for Nike, and for mostly just for the Oregon Project, and come to find out was not a psychologist at all, not a licensed psychologist, was kind of actually just like a con man.
That's wild.
It's wild.
I actually, I would get like pretty upset reading anything about the Oregon Project. So like after like a certain point, I just like stopped. Like when I was an athlete, I was just like, it was like around the time when Alberto got banned that I was like, this is just not good for my own mental health. Like, I don't want to engage. I don't want to read any more about this. And it was like at the time when I was racing Sifan Hassan a lot, who was this was about around the time that Alberto had gotten banned. And it was like 2019 Doha World Championships when she was like on fire, and Alberto was like, there was like photo, like do not allow this man in.
Yeah.
Like he had like gotten banned at the World Championships. And it was like around that time that I was like, and seen. Like, I don't want to read, like, I just don't want this to be in my mind at all. Like, I just want to detach from this whole story, because I just need to focus on like whatever's under my locus of control. So I didn't even like the whole Darren Treasure fallout was like not a storyline I followed. And so like you're breaking the news to me right now that this guy,
so you don't know any of this.
I thought he was a psychologist.
Yeah. Yeah. And I did as well when I was in the group.
I mean, I'm shocked. Like, I'm sitting here shocked.
It's there was just so much, and the way that Mary is writing the book is, I'm pretty sure it's from like diary entries and the point of view when she's in the group, right? So it's her throughout the years, and because a lot of people get the smoke in this, right? It's not just the Oregon Project. She had it's from her point of view. She had a tough high school experience on her team. She had some choice words for Shalane Flanagan. Lots of people, right? But I say like the point of view is for diary entry because it's like she talks about all of her teammates, and she loved Centro, loved Trinier Mosier. It seemed like she liked Galen too, but had some stuff to say about Shannon Rowberry, Jordan Husay, and I wasn't sure if she still is feeling that way, right? Because she's writing about it.
Or if we're just looking like a snapshot.
If we're just looking at a snapshot, and I think I was listening to Kara Goucher had made a statement because in the book, Mary had talked about Kara's college coach had like made a was hitting on her, and Karen came out and said, no, that never happened. But again, she understood that this was coming from Mary's point of view at the time, and it was like fed to her, right? Manipulation by Alberto. And so there's a lot, it kind of creates this interesting dynamic when you're reading it, but like, and it also kind of just like highlighted for me, and like you kind of remember how toxic the situation was in a lot of ways. I think especially honestly on the women's side a lot more, in that like Alberto, it was like the coaches just primarily, Alberto and Darren were like creating this like really nasty, super competitive like drama, right? And that led to that. I think that leads to a lot of issues. I mean, the sport in general doesn't really do well in the sense that, or doesn't really create a good environment when, if you're a Shannon Rowberry, right, and you every Tuesday and Friday you're meeting up, and the people you're training with are Trinier Mosier and Mary Kane, and it's like, I'm supposed to be beating these two other athletes, and it's like, these are some of my biggest competition. It could lead to some tense training environment, right?
Scarcity mindset, right?
It's a scarcity mindset. Like, this isn't basketball. We're not all if I want to win the U.S. championship, you have to lose.
Two of you are going to lose.
Exactly. And it's tough. Now, there wasn't necessarily that same situation on the guy's side, right? Like, and you can bet, because a lot of what Mary talks about in the book is that there was the Shannon and Jordan were playing mind games with her. And keep in mind, Mary's like a high schooler. She's a child. And so Mary talks about like mind games being played, and there's, Mary's trying to be friends with them, and they're not really trying to be friends. And a lot of that, I'm not entirely sure if Mary would agree now, is just egged on and fueled by a little bit of Alberto. And I'm
so wild.
It's
just what's sickening to me. And like, say Will and I had a child, and this child is a running prodigy. Like, what a cautionary tale. First of all, like, your 16-year-old child that you're like sending across the country to live with their coach, like, that's a no. Like, that's an immediate no. Like, there just were like, we all have heard about the toxicity and the shadiness and the whatever that was happening in that group. Now you enter a child into this situation when it's damaging for adults. Like, it just makes it so much worse that there's a child present. It's like, in no way is this a good recipe for success. It's like I think this is, for everyone, and unfortunately Mary is the recipient and the person who this all happened to. But it's like, I hope we all learned something here, right? Like, this is not a good situation. Kids are kids.
I mean, I can't imagine. I joined the group at 23 years old, and it still was mentally exhausting at times.
So intense.
And Mary had the world on her shoulders, right?
God,
I never reached the heights that Mary did. And Mary was on like the cover of like Sports Illustrated and stuff, I think. Right? Like, she was a massive star, had so much pressure on her at such a young age, moves all the way across the country, leaves her parents, and joins like the most suffocating situation that she could have possibly joined. And then it's getting mentally manipulated at every step, is being you know, she's 16, 17 years old, coming into it, like going through big changes, right?
Oh yeah. When
Big
I was 16 or
changes.
17,
Yeah.
there's no way in hell I would have been able to emotionally handle that
No,
situation.
oh God, no, no one could, right? It's, and you just realize throughout the book is that she was just let down at every turn. And yes, it's like so much nasty, like, you know, misogyny and things like that. But she like really thought these people were in her corner. And it's like once you're not the athlete that we thought you were going to be, you're done. You're done to me. That was like, that
was the energy there.
That's the energy. Right. And I saw it, and I wasn't, and I loved I loved all my teammates. I love Centro, and I like Galen, really like Galen and Shannon. I actually have no problems with any of my teammates. I have issues with and she's Mary in the book, has some pretty rough words for Pete. But that's, look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I would never ever sit here and be like, it's the wrong opinion, right? You can, you know what I mean? Like I have a great relationship with Pete. And what's great about Pete is like, he actually cared about me, which is what Mary wanted from Alberto. It's like what you want from a coach is that somebody that's like got your back. And so she thought she was signing up for, and she couldn't have got, you know, the opposite. And so there's a lot of sad stuff in the the toughest story is that she
don't spoil.
I think this was already out.
Okay.
But just the fact that she had like she was having these suicidal thoughts, right? And she had come forward and talked about it to Alberto, to Darren after this, when she's having it after a race, I believe was the time. And they basically were like, look, we're not dealing with this right now. Like, just get lost. And
horrific.
It's horrific.
And yeah, it's like, well, we should have realized then that Darren Treasure was not actually a psychologist, because that's like in their like laws of being a licensed psychologist, that like that is like a very serious, like there's no there's like a few there's a few scenarios where they have to report and they have to handle these very serious situations. So yeah, there were signs with Darren Treasure that he didn't have the credentials he should have had. Like that's unforgivable. That's inexcusable.
Yeah. And look, I don't want to sound like I'm on like a high horse where it's like, oh, if I was in the group, I would have probably done just what everybody. You always want to be like the person that steps in and does like the thing that nobody else does in that situation, right? And you're like, I would have.
You want to believe that about yourself. Yeah.
I would have helped Mary at regardless, and you're like, I don't know. I think it's important to understand that this the team, it wasn't necessarily a team, right? And I think there was a part in the book where Galen had you know, a bit of, I don't necessarily know if he yelled at Mary, but he had a stern, a kind of a stern talking to, where, because Mary's she's mentally having a breakdown, right, during a workout, and which sounds like it was very common. And Galen had said after, like during one of these, like there was like they're out to like a team dinner or something, and Galen was like, you need to stop doing this. You need to like grow up and be professional. And which is maybe like an attitude. I'm not proud to say it, but like I'm sure I could see a scenario where unfortunately, like I would think that too. If you only see somebody on Tuesday and Friday for workouts, and you have no other window into their life.
You have no human connection whatsoever. It's like you are in my workplace disturbing me. Is like the vibe I'm getting.
And you have the difference in age you can't overstate, because it's like, okay, Mary Kane is 17 years old and Galen Rupp is 30 with a family and has been basically a professional for a decade plus, and so you can understand that. And then there's this thing where you just have no idea how bad somebody is hurting.
Right.
And that's what's sad. But the thing is, she did tell the coaches that she was hurting. And I think it was basically looked at as like a kind of, no one took her maybe no one took her seriously. If no one took her seriously, that would be like them giving them the benefit of the doubt. Because it's worse to think that they did take it seriously and didn't do anything about it.
Chose to not intervene.
Chose to just say what, we'll let it play its course. That's a whole, so I don't even want to get into what the actual mindset was, because I don't even know. But there's so much to that goes into it, and that we could sit here and unpack for hours and hours. But it's it's really sad. And what's another sad thing is that she had so much. I think about all the things that I have been given from running, and the fond memories, the love I have and appreciation I have for it. And if I was in Mary's shoes, I can totally imagine being oh man, I can't imagine. Right? This is somebody
this is the
who
worst thing that ever happened.
This is the worst. Yeah, I would want to burn the whole thing down.
Mm-hmm.
It's you had the world at your fingertips in terms of the sport. You thought you were taking the next step, and you go to this coach who basically just rips you down,
destroys everything,
and destroys everything, and also really just kind of makes you're just thinking about Alberto's just a shitty coach.
Mm-hmm.
Or horrible guy, and then had the biggest running talent in American history in Mary Kane and ruined her. Right. And it's a heavy read, but it is it's an important part, and you can't.
Yeah, I mean it's such a stain on. Alberto's legacy is such a stain on U.S. running. Many great performances came despite this horrible situation. And I should read it. I should listen to it. It's essential context for not repeating history. At the end of the day, it's running, and it shouldn't ruin someone's life.
I would love to. I don't necessarily know if you're going to hear, the other Oregon, the other team members. I'd love to hear how an athlete like Shan, these people that she mentions, right?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause a lot of people get it's not Mary's just telling her story, right? So it's not she's talking shit, you know what I'm saying? But when an athlete like Shannon, Jordan gets it kind of rough. I'd love to hear what they say and how they talk, what they how they feel about it.
Right.
Because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, she loved Centro. Centro comes out looking fantastic.
As Centro is known for.
But it's a lot.
It's tough.
It's very tough, but it seems like Mary's coming out she's finding some some like she's learning to start loving running again. She's in
Good.
medical school. She's got a whole lot going on. And so that's my heart goes out to her, and I'm glad she told her story.
Yeah. People need to hear it and read it.
Yeah.
So another big story, totally different, in the running world is the story of Abby Steiner, the news of her suing Puma.
Yeah. This is a real one of a kind. I've never heard. Has an athlete ever done this?
I do not know. I do not know, but I have not seen this yet. So Abby is suing Puma and Mercedes Formula One team for alleged, what is it? Negligent. Let me look it up. Alleged negligent products liability after sustaining numerous injuries. So, quote, she claims she claims the shoe designs and the plate and the foam together, as we know, like that's what makes a super shoe, is this specific type of foam, the geometry of this carbon plate. That's like what makes shoes super fast. And this technology is changing every minute, it seems. So, quote, it changed the foot and ankle mechanics during running that may contribute to or increase the risk of injury. And so she's claiming that Puma, quote, Puma is aware, Puma was aware of this, of like this being, the products being defective in a sense, and that the products could make people get hurt. Puma came out with a statement. It was Puma's statement. Puma is aware that a case has been filed. Unfortunately, we cannot comment on active litigation. However, we strongly deny any allegation that our performance products cause injuries. On the contrary, our products are worn by athletes performing at the top of their game in distance running and track and field, breaking records, including the world record in the 60-meter hurdles, pole vault, and high jump. We consistently collaborate with our athletes to provide products that meet their needs. So it was the Deviate Nitro Elite 3 and 2, the Evo Speed Tokyo Nitro, and the Evo Speed Tokyo Nitro 400 meters are like the products in question. So yeah, super interesting.
Now for this to she's got to prove. It's such a confusing thing where does she have like proof that they knowingly were making products that were like giving her injuries? You would assume that she knows. It's like, okay, I'm going to take a brand, like I'm taking Puma to court. I would hope I've got some real strong like evidence that I feel good about. Bless you.
Thank you.
Because it's never been done for. Like I feel like she's gonna have maybe a tough time proving it in court.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like how do I knowingly like that Puma knew that the shoes were giving me injuries and that they didn't do anything about it, and now I've got surgery after surgery and I feel like my career is done and it's Puma's fault. How do I convey that? You know what I mean? Like it's got to be a pretty tough. How many?
It's gonna be a tough sell.
What were the injuries that Abby was having?
I think it was Achilles stuff.
It's Achilles stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's interesting, and I think what makes this hard to prove is that there are so many variables. There are so many variables in this. Like, think about even just like all the runners that are listening to this. Like, how many running shoes are out there on the market? And like, you like a shoe that Eric might like and love and have no issues in, I might put the shoe on and it's like immediately rubbing my Achilles, or like the geometry, like the toe box might be too tight or too wide. Like the variation in our experience in all of our shoes is so big. Like we all have different experiences. We all have different feet. We all have different running styles. We all have different training methods. We all have different like rest and recovery protocols. There are so many variables in this. So I mean, to bring this case forward, she must have something, right? That's like, there's
like emails, there's like some
proof.
correspondence to like Puma where you're saying, hey, look, the shoes are creating huge issues for me, and I don't know if I can run in them. I don't know if I can train in them or race in them. And they're like, well, you got to suck it up and deal it. Like, this is what we're paying you, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And she goes ahead and she's like, I will do it and I will race in them, but I think it could be the end of my season if I do, because they're going to get me hurt. There's got to be some stuff like that.
There's got to be something.
But then it's so tough to prove that a shoe is, like you've mentioned, there's so many factors. I'm Puma. If I'm like the head of the legal team at Puma, now we're like, let's prove that she never stretched, right? Let's prove that she missed, she only stretched once a week when you should be stretching every day at the end of the day after practice. And because there's so many factors to it's like, oh, she missed 15 strength trainings. We got
dirt on her.
We got dirt on her. We have gym access, right? And we found that she missed 30 gym sessions over the course of the year, that she got 2 surgeries, right? Like she was not strengthening her calves. She was not doing her isometrics and strengthening her Achilles. She couldn't handle the training load. And she's blaming the shoes when there's a whole lot of other stuff at play that you can't specifically come after the shoes when, she wasn't stretching and missed her gym sessions. I would imagine it's so tough to prove a shoe is the reason that you're getting injured. Now, look, we all think this type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I 100% think that like all of these, I'm like putting it in my own lens of like, yeah, I blew my freaking knee out 2 weeks before the Olympics and got this like crazy knee injury that no runner's ever gotten. And now there's like 4 other women who have had this knee injury that nobody's heard of, that like essentially is a career ender. Like, this is interesting. Like it coincided with the advent of super shoes. Like, interesting. Like there are weird things that are happening. We all think about this of like, okay, well, people like, we all have these theories on the long run of like, yeah, people aren't getting the metatarsal fracture anymore that would give them the 6 weeks off that their bodies are begging for before they get like a crazy injury or they tear their Achilles or something. Like the forces are going somewhere else, but like very difficult to prove. There's always there's always the inverse of like, now it's like, yeah, maybe someone is getting some weird injury, but somebody else is like setting a world record. It's like there's just too much at play to be able to say like universally this is bad.
Yeah. And the other shoe companies see that headline and they're thinking, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what athletes have been medically retired on our accord? If
the other shoe brands are like sending their top lawyers to Puma as well, and they're like, look, we'll help you out, because if you lose this, the floodgates are open.
The precedent is
so
set.
We all need you to win.
Yeah. Yeah. Nike's sending their lawyers on a PJ over to Puma headquarters in Herzo.
But it's what an interesting. You never hear athletes do this. So it's kind of. I'm interested to see how it's going to play out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm so interested to see how this is going to play out. I hope it's like it doesn't get ugly, right? Like I want an honest. I want like an honest and fair trial, because I think it's interesting. Like I want to know what materials her lawyers are bringing. Like I want to know what the response is from Puma, because this has been so like the super shoe advent is so central to the story of track and field right now. Like I'm really curious to see how this shakes out.
really horrible PR for Pumas. Like they're like not good.
Not good.
Not good. And well, first of all, is Abby Steiner just because she graduated and went pro recently.
Yeah. I mean, didn't she have that famous year where she raced like 50 times?
Yeah, and she was like won them all. I'm pretty sure is she the 100, 200 NCAA champ? Went on. Did she make a world team that following that summer? I mean, she was unbelievably talented. But I'm saying it's like, has she now?
I mean, she's young.
Has she retired?
I don't know. So she graduated in 2022.
Yeah.
She went pro in 2022.
I mean, she's still.
And then in 2022, 55th race of the year and a 5th place at Worlds.
Yeah, what a year.
That's a lot of racing. Yeah.
I mean,
and she was on the 4x4 that won Worlds in Eugene. Yeah, is she retired is a good question. I don't know.
The injury's so bad. It's sad. I mean, that sucks. And I feel really bad for her. Like if she
it sucks.
If we know what it's like to be injured, but if she was actually like so injured, time and time again that she's like, I'm done. I really can't even sprint anymore.
Yeah.
That
double Haglund surgery really suck. In 2023.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's hard.
Sucks. That's rough.
Yeah.
But would love to be. So she's not still. She's unsigned. I'm assuming she's not signed right now.
I'm looking at her Instagram. Okay, 3rd surgery on her left foot in 2025. Taking a step from running for the time being to give myself time I need to get healthy while pursuing some other passions in life. So that was August 19th of 2025. And it looks like she's now a certified strength and conditioning coach. And she's getting her master's at USC, South Carolina. I mean, that's, again, it's like, whether it was the shoes, whether it was load management, whatever it was, it's like another phenom athlete that we probably didn't get to see her full peak.
It's tough, but like that, this is also, I don't want to say part. It's like kind of part of the sport. It's so hard to stay at the top. Like if you're Abby Steiner, you get to that level of where she was at. It's so hard to maintain that.
It is.
Like it's hard to continually make teams to be running fast enough, like in the sprints where someone's always coming up. Someone's always it's always going to be new talent that are hungry to run fast, and for you to be trying to get faster and faster, it's tough.
I often thought about this in my career about how durability is probably one of the most underrated talents.
Yeah.
In track and field, of like some people just are more durable than others. And to have consistent year upon year upon year upon year of stacked training with no like forced downtime is like, that is maybe one of the most valuable. Like if you're playing a video game, like you want to plus up the durability on an athlete. You'll get to the bottom of the barrel of their tank.
And it's a combination of amazing durability and really understanding your body and being confident in decisions and knowing when to do certain things and when to pull back, right? Like it's because there are some people that just do that really can go for a while and stack just so much training, but they also are you've been around people that are just very smart when it comes to when to take a day off, when things aren't good, when knowing when to push in a workout, and when, hey, I shouldn't even be doing this workout at all.
Yeah. They're the first ones to put their hand up and be like, not today. Yeah. Today's a day off. And not feel guilt. Fully believe in themselves and the limits of their body. Like that is that is something I always envied as an athlete. Like I always felt that I had to work harder and more and better to be on the same level as everybody else. And in some ways that was true, but that was like to my own detriment as well.
Oh yeah. I couldn't mentally take a day off. Ruined me.
Yeah.
So it's it's going to be interesting to see how the Abby Steiner thing plays out.
We're going to be staying tuned.
We're going to be staying tuned. Yeah, it's wild case.
Okay, I've got 3 voicemails to hit you with. This is a marathon episode, so I'm only going to give you 3 more.
Okay.
Hey, Eric and Aisha. This is Laura calling from Silver Spring, Maryland. I'm ashamed to say I only started listening the second episode you ever had. I did go back and listen to the first once I realized what I was missing. I've been listening for a while and finally knew I needed to call today because it's my son's first day daycare at 12 weeks old. So thanks to the other couple of moms who called in to say that this is listening to your show was a great solve for our broken heart. But just wanted to say thank you so much for the show that you guys put together every week. The entertaining way about talking about news going on in the world helps a lot to make light of what's going on. But also just, it's so much fun to hear about your perspectives on professional running and, all the way from high school on up through professionals. Because we are friends, because I've been hanging out with you every Monday, if I can last past Monday for almost a year. I just wanted to know how the team relay went last week. I know you and Allie Feller were all the same team from your episode together. Just wanted to hear how it went, and yeah, Eric, how did everything break down? All right, thanks, guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
So sweet.
I really like this new. There's it's a new routine of moms dropping their kids off at daycare for the first time and then immediately calling in.
Yeah.
It's always very endearing.
It's really
sweet.
It's really sweet. It's really sweet. Okay, last weekend was very, very fun. Or 2 weekends ago. I can't even, I don't know. To be fair, I haven't fully unpacked. So it just feels like the other day. So fun it was like the double whammy of going from Allie's show to then the New Balance Indoor Marathon Relay was just so perfect. And because Allie had never run on an indoor track before and she'd never done a relay, there was a lot of education that she was seeking in how do I do a handoff? How is it going to feel to run on the hills? It was very fun to shepherd someone through a new experience. I will say I was LVP, least valuable player of the relay. I got so pissed that Chris posted a splits of everybody from the relay. I was like, guys, I'm going to jog. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to send. I'm very sorry. I'm not prepared for this. I'm going to run with a smile on my face and that's going to be that. But that wasn't good enough. And Chris he had to rub my face in my own poop and post all of the splits from the marathon relay, to which I said, redact this, sir.
Yeah.
Delete this. And he did
redact
you. He exposed me. He redacted my time.
He redacted your time?
Yeah, I was fully serious when we were at the bar. I'm like, take this down, sir. So he redacted my time. Thank you very much. But I got to hand off to Allie. It was so cute. I just don't think I told her that she should take a few running steps. That was the part of the
You guys had a bit of
I missed.
Was it like a crap? Was there? The handoff wasn't clean.
It wasn't a clean handoff. No, she was standing still when I came in. And I wasn't running fast, but she got up to speed very quickly and then got out a little hard for her mile.
The New Balance Indoor Marathon Relay is not the place for clean handoffs.
It's not. No, there's a lot going on.
Teddy Bruschi and Zdeno Chara were running the entire race inside of lane 1, right? It's like someone's got to fucking DQ these guys. I don't care if they're the legends of Boston. They're cutting off tons of space here.
Yeah.
It's such a fun. It's such a fun event because it's just like a party in the middle, right? It's
It's really sweet. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also just such an interesting activation, right? It's just very different than what other brands are doing at races. Like it's not like they're down on Newberry Street doing a whole thing. It's like, no, we have this awesome indoor track. Everybody come party at our house. We're gonna run. Everybody's gonna run a marathon and a relay. On the infield. There's like I don't know what you would call that, like a bridge to get over to the infield with
That's exactly what I'd call it.
Yeah. With a bar with some food, like great. The DJ that was absolutely playing the hits. It was very much a highlight from the Boston weekend.
Yeah. Very fun.
What was your split?
I believe I was like I think I was like 5:45, 5:50-ish.
Beautiful.
Now I talked up a lot about a sub 5 mile. Realized
that
we
did have to run 3
coming.
miles that morning.
Oh yeah. We got screwed. We got no other way to put it than we got screwed.
We did.
But as you know, if the caller, if you're a faithful listener, you'll know that that was our rock bottom, and our training is going great now. Okay, so follow me on Strava. Maybe we'll go. I'm just gonna start rehyping up a sub 5 mile attempt.
Yeah, get your Strava going.
I'll rehype my sub 5. Keep hammering. Doesn't matter what I'm on or not. The sub 5, regardless of what I'm on, the sub 5 will be legit. Okay? There was no testing at the Seco Science Center 5K. So I pulled a fast one, obviously. I go, I don't think USATA's going to be here. I think I'm in the clear.
I have to pee so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This is Hannah calling from Boston. My question is mostly related to music, which I know is a big topic on your podcast. Eric, I'm wondering how you feel about Noah Kahan's new song, Standing Still, and the shout out to Track and Field being on that new song. And especially about it being about a rival track team from the Boston area. Do you think you need to write a comeback to that? Maybe this will really kickstart your return to your career in music. So just a suggestion. I'd like to hear your thoughts, and especially this might be great coming from a rival state as well in New Hampshire. So let me know your thoughts. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Now, are you a Noah Kahan girl?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you listened to?
I haven't listened to.
I've listened to a lot of the
new
album.
song yet.
I'm not familiar. I've heard actually a lot of great things about the song "Standing Still." Do not know the track reference she's talking about. Did she mention what school?
They say something about like the Harvard track team running along the Charles while I'm stuck at the whatever stoplight.
Okay.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, see if you can get look up the lyric.
Let's get to the lyrics. Standing still,
maybe
but not by
Noah Kahan's a big Graham Blanks fan.
Maybe
he's seen Graham Blanks hammering on the Charles. He gets it.
You keep talking. I'm looking here.
I'm trying to think about. I don't necessarily know who would I consider. What's Harvard's big rival? I would assume it's another
Northeastern.
I don't think Harvard is the Northeastern rival. I would think Harvard's rivals with Columbia, other Ivies. Doesn't that seem like that's how it should be?
I mean, yeah, but you could just do a Sharks and Jets, Northwestern versus Harvard. But the Charles meets the sun, and the Harvard track team runs past my truck stuck on Storrow. And I never
Storrow
asked
Drive,
for
yeah.
much. Storrow. Fuck, I fucked it. This is everything in Massachusetts. It's not said properly. Let me just say that. Yeah, I have a really hard time. I'm not saying anything properly in Massachusetts.
The Massachusetts people also have a funny way, an interesting way of talking.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Boston accents around me. I don't know what I've got. I sound interesting as well.
Me too.
Yeah. But yeah, I like it. The caller. Yeah, I'll reignite my music career gets brought up here all the time.
Yeah, you got to write a diss
So
track.
it's like a
or clap
diss
back.
track at Noah Khan.
Yeah, it could be like talk about the Harvard track team, but
I can't have my first song in years be a diss to Noah Khan. I love Noah Khan. God, it'd be that's social suicide. Yeah. No,
Ricky Roxford is all of a sudden canceled.
I'll plot with Mondo. I gotta get on a track with Mondo.
You gotta.
I'm like, dude, you don't even need to release it. Just get in the mood.
Here's what I think you should do. I think you should pull a Justin Bieber, put Mondo's song on YouTube, and then give us a verse.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good
Let's
idea.
hit this last voice.
Okay, last one.
Hey, Eric and Aisha. It's Matt from Maryland. I got a two-part question for you. Number one, you guys alluded to in your last podcast that you're going to be doing another live show. So just wondering if you've thought about where that's going to be. I'm putting in a request for Chicago 2026. Mainly because I'll be there. That's really the only reason I have, selfishly. So, Chicago 2026.
I like it.
Hope you guys are there doing another live show. Second part, is Yomif Kajelcha the best distance runner to have never won a global outdoor gold? If not,
yes.
Who is? Would love to hear your take on it. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Great questions. Number one, yes, we will be in Chicago for 2026 live show.
We are?
No, I'm speaking it into existence.
But
Aisha.
It could happen. It could happen. Another major marathon. I mean,
if we weren't going to do so it's like, oh, where are we going to be doing our live shows? You'd be like, oh, well, I mean, it's either going to be like Boston or New York or Chicago or where we're going to be possibly. So I'm just saying Chicago very likely in the cards.
Okay.
Now,
speak it into existence.
Speak it into existence. Now, is Yomif the best runner to never win a global medal? I would, yeah, probably. His tactics on the track often are like, what are you doing?
Classic Ethiopian.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Bad championship tactics.
Crazy tactics. He always kicks like a bit too early. Unbelievably talented. I don't know how many global medals he's got.
Isn't he? You said this last week, and then I looked it up. But isn't he like second all time in 5 events, like descending order list wise?
I don't know. I don't think I did say that. I wish I did. If it turns out to be correct, maybe I'll take credit for it. But it sounds about right. I mean, marathon, he's probably second in the half marathon. Indoor, actually no. Now all of his stuff, like he's not a mile, 15, 5K guy, probably not.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has 12 global medals.
Wow.
I'm counting like World Youth Championships and Youth Olympic Games. Let me get senior medals. World Juniors, World Marathon. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 global medals on the track as a senior.
How many silver? 2 silver, 2 bronze.
2 silvers, and then he's he does have 2 golds from World Indoors. So he's got the 3K in 2016 and the 3K in 2018.
And you got to count that. So I guess
Count
like
it.
he's got his gold.
Yeah.
But I get what the caller was saying.
World's best number 2.
He's now it's the world's best number 2 really plays into his recent marathon outing, but sky's the limit with this guy in the marathon. Can't wait to see what he does next.
Love it. Maybe
another former
could...
Organ Project guy. Love to hear what need a statement out of him too.
Book? Yeah.
No, he didn't. But okay, well, I can see you are bouncing up and down, and you are going to piss your pants. So this seems like a good place to leave it. Thank you, everybody listening. Thank you for calling in. If you would like to have your voicemail played out for us, give us a call. 856-279-0080. So please call in. Thank you very much. And Aisha, I will see you next week.
See you next week. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.